Üdvözlök mindenkit, Kókai Levente vagyok, a Redbox zenekar zeneszerzője és billentyűse. Május 15-én koncertre készülünk a Muzikumban. Ezzel kapcsolatban minden héten leülök egy résztvevővel. Mai vendégem Robert James Robson. Angolul fogunk beszélgetni, hisz ő kanadai. So hello Rob, welcome to the studio.
Hello, thanks.
Thanks for coming from the faraway Szeged.
Faraway Szeged.
Faraway Szeged.
Language is different. The people are different. We wear different clothes there.
I know. It's good to have you here. I say a couple words about how we met.
Ah.
Yes,
I'm glad you remember.
I remember that kind of thing. It was a couple years ago, back in 2022. I guess it was 22. We did a David Bowie tribute production. That's where we met. And you did couple songs. And I always thought that you are doing too small part of the show. You should have done more. But it was a different kind of
What shoes
idea.
was I wearing?
Not this one.
Not these ones, different ones. Okay. You don't remember, though. I thought because you remembered it was 2022, you might remember other things.
No. Only this one.
Okay.
We did 2 shows, and that's where we met, and then played the Bowie stuff first time together. That's how we know each other, and then a couple of years went by. You came up with a solo project idea we started working with.
Yes.
But that didn't went.
It's on the back burner.
It's
still, on the back. Nothing goes away forever. It's on the back burner.
And then last year, you came up with the idea of the race, reforming the race.
That's right.
And then that's the time when you called me to join the band.
Because I thought you were playing too little back when we were doing the Bowie tribute before. So.
That's good. Then now we can play a lot.
Yes. Yes, we can.
And then when I was deciding that I do an album of mine last year, I had a song in Hungarian. And I was thinking that it would be nice to have an English version for that song. And that's when I wrote you a message that would you be interested doing the lyrics in English for that one?
Massively interested I was. You had no idea that I was a poet. I was surprised that you asked me.
I had no idea. I was just taking chances.
Lucky guess.
Because, it's like the song is a bit like a Leonard Cohenish instrumentation.
Yes.
And you're Canadian, and Leonard Cohen was Canadian. So I thought that it might work.
I think it did work.
And it did work.
I think it did work extremely well. Well, you gave me excellent guidance. You gave me, you did. You gave me the Hungarian lyrics. You gave me a translation, and you gave me an explanation of the theme and what you were going for. And as soon as you said Leonard Cohen, and I saw the explanation for the song, I thought, I know what I can do with this. And so it was very inspiring and very clear, and I knew where to go with it. But it took me some time, because I wanted to get it right. I wanted to do your original idea justice. And I wanted to get the feeling, the mood of the original song, but from a completely different language angle. So I couldn't just do a literal translation. It had to be a reworking.
Absolutely.
And so I apologize for the length of time it took me. I would send him like 1 or 2 lines, send you 1 or 2 lines at a time. And what do you think of this? Yeah. Is this going in the right direction? And you were okay with everything I wrote. So I just kept going with it. And I was very grateful that you were happy with what I had done.
Absolutely. And you use such a language as a poet. I cannot really understand fully.
No,
like everything what you wrote. It's really nice. I get the whole thing. I think what you said, that it's basically the same topic. What was I doing from a totally different angle? But it's, in a way, it's similar. It's very interesting. I don't think you heard the song yet. They're ready.
No.
Neither me, because it's not ready.
Okay. That's one of the reasons right there.
Yes, my version, the Hungarian version, is ready. I can show you that. But your version is still in progress. It will be a little bit different different than my version because I cannot sing and you can. So we use different type of approach to that thing. But no, it's like I'm talking. I'm not singing. I'm like that's why I said it's Cohen, because Cohen is not the greatest singer of all time.
No,
but he's like a storyteller, kind of Bob Dylan-ish way
Mark
of telling.
Knopfler, he can deliver a song.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's coming. It's coming. It will be very interesting, and we will perform it on the 15th of May.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
In Musicum.
Yeah.
That's not a secret that's gonna be one of the songs you're doing. There's gonna be another one of mine, which you haven't heard yet.
Ooh.
It's from my previous album. It's in English.
Okay.
It's a duet. And there's gonna be 2 surprise Bowie songs.
Do I get to know them, or is it a total surprise for me too?
You already know them. I told you.
Okay, short memory. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
We've been talking about the 2 songs.
Okay,
I won't tell which of the 2.
My lips are sealed.
This is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah,
because we have a huge production with the band, 3 vocals at the back for you as well, for me.
Wow.
And we got for some songs, certain songs, we have the brass section, 3 guys coming.
Úristen.
So there will be a point when we will be 11 on the stage.
Good heavens!
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Wow, we have to send the audience away.
Yes,
and
we don't need
make
them.
room for us.
Yes, yes.
No, that's exciting. That's really exciting. I love Musicum. There's a great vibe there. The sound in there is great, and the vibe of the whole place is really good. Good audiences. They're always enthusiastic.
Yes.
And that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
11 people.
11 at some point.
At some point.
But basically...
Small people?
Small people, bigger. No, they are actually bigger ones.
Ooh.
Like the dudes, the brass section is there. Like
they're large people.
2 meter high guys.
Maybe we'll need a later or something
I
for
don't
them.
know. Well, we will see. But we'll figure out. It's gonna be fun. And tell me a bit about the Bowie thing, because as we all know, you are into Bowie, David Bowie, for a long time.
A long time,
You do David Bowie tribute shows, bands. How did that thing came?
Well, it started in Vancouver, in Canada, where I'm from. I was at a British car show, and I was dressed up and just walking through, looking at the cars, and someone just said, "Look, it's David Bowie!"
Really?
And I was looking around. Where's David Bowie? And he was talking about me, and I thought, do I look like David Bowie? And I asked my friend, do I look like David? He said, of course you look like David Bowie. No one had mentioned this before. And so I put that in my back pocket. But years later, when I was playing drums in bands, and I started to do a bit of singing, and I thought, well, maybe I should do a Bowie song or 2. And then I did one night with a band in Korea. And I thought, well, no one knows me. I'm in Korea. Yes. And I could just try this. And it went really well. I had a night of Bowie, and I had a lot of fun. So I just kept going with it, more and more shows. And then when I came to Hungary, I kept doing it. And I've played lots of places. I always have a good time I like Bowie's music. It does something to me.
We can see that. Like, I mean, in a good way.
Look what it did to my hair.
You don't try to be... to look like Bowie or sound like Bowie, it's coming naturally. I have the feeling that it's coming. It's different. I wrote it after our last show, that you are not trying to be Bowie. You are kind of naturally coming something from you, which is close.
Yeah,
what he did.
I feel something in his music, and it isn't. I'm not trying to move like him, or it's just. There's something about his music that I feel a connection to, so it just comes out.
Yeah. And what about the new band? It's not a secret that we are in the same band, the Rays.
The Rays.
Couple words about that. Like what type of... because what we do in the Rays, it's not a typical Bowie tribute thing.
No, and it's becoming less and less typical. We're trying to branch out and do some interesting interpretations. I'm trying to take it in a direction that Bowie might have he never liked doing his old stuff the same way over and over again. He always wanted to do something a little bit different. So what we're trying to do is take a different approach to his music and just experiment a little. We'll see how it goes.
Well, they say the first one went well.
We had a sellout at Durakert, and that was a really nice night. People really enjoyed it. Yeah, we had a good time. And we have an interesting instrumentation in this band, too. It gives us some flexibility that we can play with.
It gives. Because we have the two keyboards set up like a synth and more like a pianist. What I do is more like the pianist part.
You're the Mike Garson.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Just better.
Much, infinitely better.
And Gabor is doing the crazy synth things. I have no idea what he's doing sometimes.
He's got a lot of gear. It's kind of scary. I don't like to get too close to his rig.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. He does what he adds, and he also plays guitar, of course. And we even got him to do some vocals.
Yeah.
And it's a cool band. It's a very cool band. I hope we get to do something a little bit intriguing in the coming months.
Mm-hmm. We will see.
We will see.
We will see. And one question may arise: how do you get to Hungary? Why?
I took a plane. I flew from
straight from Toronto.
No. I came from Seoul to Helsinki,
really?
And then to Munich, and then to Budapest. Yeah,
it was a long trip.
It was a long day.
Oh, Jesus!
The cat was so annoyed with me by the time we finally arrived in Budapest. No, it gets personal. The answer is personal, but this is a personal interview. Yeah. I was married at the time to a woman whose father had Hungarian blood. And we were living in Korea, and we decided we wanted to live in Europe. She said, well, I can get us into Hungary. We can stay there because of my father. So we thought Budapest was the place to go. So that's where we lived for a few years. And then at a Bowie tribute show, I met the woman who turned out to be the love of my life. I didn't know that sort of thing was possible, but it is. Oh. And so we moved together to Szeged, and I'm staying in this country until it blows up or burns down and falls over.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
At some point.
Watch this space.
Yeah. Well, it's good. Good that we know now.
Now you know.
Now we know. So, about the upcoming album.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, the title is Egy hajóban nevezünk, which I think in English could be translated like we are in the same boat.
Okay.
Which sets the whole atmosphere of the thing. Like, not just as a nation in Hungary or in Europe or in the world, but to say that, to make people realize that we are in the same boat. And if each and everybody takes a bit, his part, responsibility and such things, then it can be a better place. I know that it's a bit like,
that's powerful.
hear the word, like, okay, but if you say something and you put out an album, it has to have some kind of message. And that's what I could come up with. My first album was Maze of Oblivion. It was dealing with my personal journey. The second one as well, dealing with my personal journey, just from a different angle, because 10 years passed, 12 years from the first album to this point. But now I had the enough things to say and enough songs that I decided to let's put out an album, 10 songs, and 3 singers, or 2 singers and 1 piano player who sings. But we build up a very huge vocal section on the album, and 3-4 lyricists, you, Gergő, Brigi, and myself. So it's a co-production. It's kind of in a way it's international because you are involved, and I have Aldo, who plays the bass guitar. He's from Colombia. And I have Carlos, who is doing the videos for us. He's from Venezuela.
Cool.
So it's like I always like to work this kind of international way to involve people from different parts of the world who I know.
Wow. So your approach to the album is kind of like the theme of the album. It's we're all in the same boat. You're using collaborators from different places.
Well, we can say that.
That's cool.
That's the thing. What I do now. So
impressive. I'm dying to hear it.
Yeah, I can show you something.
Okay.
Today.
All right.
All right. I guess that's it for now. Thank you for coming.
Thanks very much for inviting me.
We will meet on the 15th of May in Musicum.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you there.